So that's Giggle TV's official stupid fighting robot. So the next thing to do is decorate this bad boy. Hey stupid robot fighting league fans, welcome back to another build video. Today we're doing a build for Giggle TV. So we're going to build a stupid robot for them, and we're going to set it fighting. So just on early collection of parts, this is what we've got. I purchased this, it's one of those sort of labyrinth toy things. I've been wanting to put that inside a robot's head as a brain. I reckon that looks so cool. But anyway, it may or may not end up in there. I'm thinking this bit of a Dyson vacuum cleaner would make a good neck section, so we'll just hold on to that. I think this would make an epic fist. May have to cut it off there or something like that, but I will go with that. And I think we've probably got two bits of arm section there, and so if we just chop that in the middle, have a nice arm. It's quite sturdy plastic, so we'll be able to run a wire through that. And I just bought this for $2 I think at a garage sale. Well, so it was at the Te Puke market, and I reckon that'll make an epic foot. But I hope the airbag doesn't go off when it, like, you know, hits the other thing. It is kind of squishy plastic, but I reckon that if I stick a wire through this whole thing, it should last quite a while. When the wire heats up, the wire tends to eat through the plastic. So I'm thinking that this actual part here, if I cut it off here, might make a pretty good face, because it looks quite roboty. Maybe you have eyes at either end or something like that. But the other thing is that this could possibly wire into the back and look like a brain. So that's your so you got your head, shoulder, brain, and this here is a nice orange body. May have to shorten it up a bit, but that's fine. And I've already talked about the rest of the stuff. So what I might do is do some cutting, and then we'll go from there. If I wanted to use this part as another fist, because it is orange, which is within the Giggle colour. So what I'm going to do is use this as a fist, because it's quite strong, but I'll cut that there, so we'll have a place to mount it. So there we go. So we've got now we've got two fists, 1, 2, and we've got one arm section, which was this part here. And so what I'm going to do is cut this little plastic bridge in two pieces, and that'll give us two leg sections. And probably what I'm going to do is cut that off about there, and probably use sections of that for arms and legs and stuff as well. Shame I don't have more black stuff, but I can always, I've got some black spray paint, so we can take care of that. So here you've got the I don't know, it sort of looks like a mouth and good sections for eyes there, but also I didn't actually realise it, but this fits really well in the back of the head, so it looks like it's a brain of sorts. This thing will fly out all the time, and I'll have to keep sticking it back in. But it has a really cool roboty look to it. I don't know how long this plastic is going to hold out by getting smashed in the face all the time, but it looks pretty cool from the side. So we'll go with that, and if it gets smashed to pieces, then we'll just replace it with something else. So with your body for your robot, the last thing you want is a long body and short legs. You want kicking distance and you want punching distance. So what I'm going to do is, I've got a crack here, so what I'll do is I'll dock this off, and might use these for decorations maybe, I don't know. Right, so we're getting close. So I've got head, neck, thorax, arm, fist, leg, foot. Thought I might give it a nice wide foot. Don't know if that'll last anything at all, but that's alright. So we've got to get some more arm sections going, which we should be able to get 1 or 2 out of that. And I was thinking of using this as another foot. So So we'll be using quite a bit of the Dyson vacuum cleaner actually. So I don't know about you, but if this doesn't look like a robot arm, I don't know what does. So there's another section for us. So here we are, my buddies. This is the Giggle TV robot. So we've got a head, its brain, neck, shoulder, starting on its right hand side. You've got it's like a dog biscuit. Well, they're actually people biscuits, but they're shaped as dogs, but they are dog biscuits. It's a tin, had black sides, so I thought, oh, we'll go for a bit of black. And then we've got this other arm section, then the first, so it's quite a wide arm. Whether it's a disadvantage or not, whether it will catch on the side of the body, don't know, but we'll find out. Okay, and so you've got your body there, and so I trimmed that up, and then the leg section made out of that plastic bridge, and then this part here is another foot, which is actually the bottom section of that. Excuse me. Then we have the other leg section is actually it's off a laptop. It's like the I think what's behind the screen, and so this may be fragile, and that's all part of the fun. And then the other part of the Dyson vacuum cleaner, which is the other foot. So this one will actually stick out quite far when you're kicking, that one won't. Right, and looking at the other shoulder, the really roboty arm, and then the fairly short section, and then the other fist. So the next thing for me to do is wire it up, and I will not video that because I've done lots of wiring up videos and they're all pretty much the same. Hey, we're just about finished the initial build. Done with the drilling and the wiring, because I didn't video that because it's pretty boring. But any points to note, remember that you've got 2 joints for the shoulder to give it some strength against flopping down, even though it still does. 2 wires in the neck section, 2 wires in the I guess the throat section, or whatever you want to call it, and then it'll be 2 wires on top as well. So I've mounted all of the fists, the arms, and everything is linked together. Another note is that you have, even though that could be one piece, you still need it in 2, just for fairness, so everyone has the same amount of joints in their robots. These will probably fly apart, but who cares? And I'll just replace them, and so the next thing to do is to mount the brain, that there, inside the actual robot's head. So there we have it, my buddies. All moderately, fairly well tight in, but it will probably rattle loose as he gets doffed in the head. But that's our first stupid robot with a quote unquote brain. So yeah, he's pretty ugly. I mean, that's a pretty ugly face for a robot. But so that's Giggle TV's official stupid fighting robot. So the next thing to do is decorate this bad boy. So what I'll do is I'll reach out to them, and we'll talk about stickers and stuff. Such a barren, hopeless land, seeing nothing but the